Hey everybody and everybody, Black Demon Knight here, and today I'm doing a top 5 list. Of what? Well, let me tell you a story. Ever since I was a kid, I've been a fan of Simpsons. I don't watch it regularly as I did back then because, well, I find what being on my computer a lot more fun. Anyway, I enjoyed The Simpsons, and there was one concept I learned about The Simpsons. Every episode must end with no major changes. Example, the episode where Fat Tony dies, to make sure that he's not permanently gone, however, they introduced a cousin or younger brother named Fin Tony, who eventually takes over the mafia of Springfield, and suddenly the stress he eats and becomes Fat Tony. Change it. However, there are some cases where it can end with everyone around. Or there are some cases where the characters are just removed. Examples will be these top 5. This is the top 5 Simpsons characters that no longer appear. Now for this list, some of the retired characters I will mention have made future appearances, as in they appeared as a brief cameo. Anyway, let's get to this. At number 5, this one was one of the earliest additions to the Simpsons. He is the school psychiatrist J. Loren Pryor. He was the school. He, like I said, he was the school psychologist for Springfield Elementary. He made his first appearance in Bart the Genius, which was I think it's season 1 or season 2. No, it was a season 1 definitely. Definitely. He was basically the one who allowed Bart to participate in that smart school he went to. He also made several. Also, was the same psychiatrist who said that if Bart didn't get his grades up and Bart gets an F, he will have to repeat the 4th grade. Now, I never had a strong thought for J. Loren Pryor. I hope I'm saying that right. He was just one of those characters I never really got into. It was nice that he never really appeared much after that. He did make a reappearance in the episode where Marge discovers her natural grey hair to help Bart cope with it. But that was it. He hasn't made an appearance since then, and even if he did, it was really as more reduced to a background appearance. So yeah, he's at number 5, and I only put him in because I wanted to do a top 5. Anyway, onto the ones that I really did think of. At number 4 is another psychologist. It's Dr. Marvin Monroe. He, like Pryor, he was introduced in season 1. He tried to help the Simpsons get along better, but unfortunately he had to give in to giving them a refund. Now he hasn't made an appearance since for a long time. In fact, it was speculated he was dead. In fact, there was many things that indicated he was dead, like a tombstone with his name on it. However, He made a reappearance after several years in the episode, in the one where Marge writes a best-selling book, speculating that he's been very sick. The reason he was removed in season 7 was because Harry Schurner's throat strained when he did the voice. Plus, Matt Groening just found it annoying, so that was the real reason why he never made a reappearance since then. I don't know why they gave him that cameo in that episode. So, that's why. At number 3 is a character that I find was very good and fun. He is Bleeding Gums Murphy. His first appearance was in the episode where Lisa was very sad, moaning Lisa to be exact. He acted as a sort of mentor to Lisa in the ways of jazz and all that. I actually found him quite good. Now he died in Round Springfield, where he gave Lisa his life story, how he went from being successful to being not as successful as he was. And as such, he appeared all Mufasa-like at the ending of the episode after Lisa shared his one and only successful record with the whole Springfield field to have one last jazz, which I really like the song, The Jazz Man Testify. I'm not sure why it was decided to kill him off. But I'm just glad. I was happy. I was just really happy about it. And I'm glad there was a nice little send off to him. Now, number 2 is a shared spot because they both were removed for their final appearance. At number 2, it's a tie between Troy McClure and Lionel Hutz. Why is it a tie? Because they were both voiced by the same actor and removed for the exact same reason. We'll start with Troy McClure. He was a successful B-movie actor who appeared in everything. His most appearances were in basically just simple movie roles, where he made a catchphrase where he said, "Hello, I'm Troy McClure. You might remember me from such films, TV shows, whatever he's appeared in." Yeah. However, he wanted to make he did make one good prominent appearance where he married Selma. Selma, I basically had a relationship with her because it helped him get out of the gutter and into successful businesses like Planet of the Apes, the musical, or possibly being trying to McBain's sidekick in the film. However, the relationship didn't work out, because basically they had trouble actually committing to actually having a baby. So they broke it off, and Troy McClure went back to being a B-movie star. Now, he didn't really have a proper send-off. He actually just disappeared. And never repeated. And he never appeared again. And then he was retired. Lionel Hutz was it different, but he was more popular than Troy McClure. Lionel Hutz was an incompetent lawyer who was basically the Simpsons' main lawyer to go to when they needed to get out of some legal trouble or whatever. He was very fun and entertaining. One scene I remember with Lionel was with with a smoking monkey, where Marge tries to talk to him and he says, "Look, he's taking another puff." I really like that scene. Now, unlike Troy, Lionel did have a good final send off. See, his main gig was being a lawyer, but he actually had done several different things. Like, like being in the musical adaptation of A Streetcar Named Desire. He made, but his final appearance was in Reality Bites, which, if I can get right, I'm pretty sure might have also introduced Gil, and Cookie Corn, if not just Cookie Corn. Oh yeah, it is. It was the first. It was his last appearance, but it also was the first appearance of Gil and Cookie Kwan, who will become series regulars in the show. Gil more so than Cookie. As such, he was not no longer the main lawyer for The Simpsons. However, he and Troy still make an appearance in The Simpsons comics since, voice actor. Yeah, you'll possibly know why he retired because of his voice actor's passing. But there's one thing I want to know before I get to number one. Why is it taken so long for Troy McClure and Lionel Hutz to get into the Simpsons tapped out game? I mean, they were popular characters. They should have possibly be in by now. And and I know it might take a while to get their models, but I got and it's on the Easter special. Hugs Bunny and Sherry Bobbins have already made it in, and were a long way away. I'm just hoping that Troy McClure and Lionel Hutz will make an appearance in Simpsons Tapped Out. And they don't need a voice actor. Not every character in there has a voice actor. In fact, Todd has a voice, but Rod doesn't have a voice. So yeah, not every character has a voice in there, so that's not an issue. Anyway, now I think I've dragged this on for a while. Let me just check the time. Okay. Now for number one. Who is the number one Simpsons character to be retired? Well, you may have noticed that the majority of this list is male, because those are the only most of them are only characters that have been regulars but have been removed from the show. Well, you'll be lucky this one's a female. She's been with the show since the first season. It is the fourth grade teacher, Edna Krabappel, Flanders. Like I said, she's been with the show since season 1, when it was doing regular shows and not shorts. She was a tough teacher, didn't take any nonsense, but wasn't away from, like I said. She's been a part of one of the overarching storylines when she was in a relationship with Principal Skinner. She was a struggling single woman trying to find romance, having difficulties. She also had a caring side, explained in Bart Gets an F, where she was disappointed that when Bart got another F on the test when he was trying to She was disappointed because that F meant that the two would have to spend another year together. However, when she tried to comfort Bart when he broke down crying and admitted he really tried to pass this test, and when Bart had a sudden growth of intelligence and actually said something that was correct, she didn't. She get upgraded his F to a D minus, even though he had already failed and it was already graded. Because I believe that she saw that he really tried to pass, and he deserved a break. And that was amazing, and I loved it because Malice Wallace died of a cancer. Her, she was she Edna had to be retired. Her final appearance, her final appearance, well, her, fi- her final episode indicates that she has passed on. Edna herself was in The Man Who Grew Too Much, which is the latest Slasher Bob episode, by the way, when Ned and Nelson both admit that they miss her, and Ned wears a black armband, indicating that Edna really did pass on. I'm sorry to get off the feels train right now, but is it just me, or does Ned have horrible, horrible luck with wives? Anyway, Edna Krabappel lasted from season 1 all the way to season 25, making her the most memorable character because she has episodes spanning from there. That's why, in my book, Edna Krabappel deserves the top spot in this list, and possibly on any list. Because when we think of Simpsons and the different characters we remember watching and enjoying growing up, she would guarantee to be one of them on that list. I am not sure. I'm really not sure what they're going to do now with the 4th grade class. Edna's deceased. That means if they no longer show 4th grade classroom, that means they lose one of their scenes. I don't know who's going to replace Edna Krabappel as the 4th grade teacher, but that character will have a lot of shoes to fill. Anyway, I'm gonna go and try and get out of this eels. Next time, I might do another top 5. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. But if you have any suggestions for a top 5 list for me to do, maybe a top 10. I'll try and do 10, but if I can't, I'll just do 5. But anyway, you got another list you want me to do? Let me know in the comments. This is Black Demon Knight, signing off.